Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to give you 10 latest defense updates. Number 1, embracing 3D printing for a faster and more affordable future for AMCA. India's ambitious 5th generation fighter jet program, the Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft, is exploring the potential of 3D printing to revolutionize its production process. This integration of additive manufacturing technology could lead to significant advantages in terms of cost reduction, turnaround time, and material usage. Next, Army to adopt MS standards for its Russian MBTs. The Indian Army has received its first batch of 10 T-90 Mk3 main battle tanks, marking a significant step towards modernizing its armored capabilities. These newly produced tanks, developed by India's Armored Vehicles Nigam Limited under a licensing agreement with Russia, represent a domestic production milestone. Next, India's growing carrier ambition, 4 or more. India's recent announcement to build a third aircraft carrier with plans for 5 or 6 more has reignited debate on the size and composition of its future carrier fleet. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh's statement, while lacking specifics on timelines or design, opened doors for the Indian Navy's long-term vision. The Indian Navy currently operates 2 conventionally powered carriers, the INS Vikramaditya and the newly commissioned INS Vikrant, both displacing around 45,000 tons. A third carrier similar to the Vikrant is to be approved for construction to replace the Vikramaditya upon its retirement around 2040. Next, Akash Air Defense System bolsters Srinagar's skies. The Indian Army is undergoing a significant air defense upgrade, with the indigenously developed Akash Air Defense System taking center stage. This medium-range surface-to-air missile system is rapidly replacing the aging SA-3 Goa, SA-11 Gadify in NATO designation systems, offering a substantial leap in technological prowess. Next, received rupees 682 crore letter of interest for supply of 155 mm shells. Anshuni Commercials Limited, a group company, has announced a major development in its business operations. The company, through its subsidiary Naib Ordnance Global Limited, has received a letter of interest from Munitions India Limited for the supply of 150 mm 107 MT shells. Next, Goa Shipyard bags export order from Europe for dredger. Goa Shipyard Limited signed a contract with the Jan de Nul Group, Luxembourg, for the construction of the next generation of trailing suction hopper dredgers. The vessel is designed as a plug-in hybrid with a potential of up to 4 hours of autonomy in the first instance, and it's specially designed to operate in small harbors. With its 79-meter hull length and a hopper capacity of 2,000 cubic meters, the new build will be the smallest of the group's fleet. Next, talks on co-production of Stryker armored vehicles. In a significant development for India-US defense collaborations, National Security Advisor Ajit Doval and US National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan are likely to meet soon and resume discussions on the co-development of the Stryker armored vehicles. This move follows the commencement of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's third term in office, marking a renewed emphasis on enhancing India's military capabilities through international partnership. Next, DRDO places order for PGLR-SAM propellant casting. Trials expected soon. The DRDO is taking a significant step forward in India's indigenous missile development program by procuring propellant casting for Project Kusha, also known as the Precision Guided Long Range Surface to Air Missile, that is PGLR-SAM. These propellant casting are specifically designed for the PGLR-SAM missile's dual pulse rocket motor designated P1 and P2. The dual pulse motor provides efficient propulsion for the missile, enabling it to effectively engage aerial targets at long ranges. Next, ISRO prepares for third and most challenging RLV landing experiment. The ISRO is facing a hurdle in its pursuit of reusable launch vehicle technology. While weather conditions permitting, they aim to conduct a crucial experiment this month in Challakere, Karnataka. However, technical issues with the Chinook helicopter are causing delays for a separate integrated airdrop test of simulated Gaganyaan crew modules at Sriharikota. Next, Nagastra-1 loitering munition delivered to the Indian Army. The first indigenous loitering munition, Nagastra-1, developed by Solar Industries Nagpur, has been delivered to the Indian Army. Nagastra-1 in a kamikaze mode can neutralize any hostile threat with GPS-enabled precision strike with an accuracy of 2 m. The man-portable fixed-wing electric UAV of weight 9 kg has an endurance of 30 minutes, a man-in-loop range of 15 km and an autonomous mode range of 30 km. Its electric propulsion system provides a low acoustic signature to make it undetectable by the enemy. Thank you.